For centuries, humans have relied upon fire to rid their food of impurities, making it more nutritious and edible. Today, fire is still used to cook food, but for added efficiency, we have natural gas hooked up to our homes. More than a third of Americans are still using gas stoves today. In some areas, more than 70% of households cook with gas. Cooking with natural gas has become the way of life for most Americans, a lifestyle that most of us don't want to give up.
We all cook better when we're cooking with gas.
But in early 2022, environmental scientists at Stanford University discovered that, unbeknownst to us, natural gas burning stoves throughout the United States leak so much methane, even when they're often not being used, that the impact on the climate is equivalent to the carbon dioxide emissions from 500,000 gasoline-run cars.
Methane cannot be filtered by normal air purifiers, leaving an opportunity for a blue ocean in the industry. As of 2020, the air purifying market was at an estimated $2.17 billion. However, in the next 6 years, the industry is expected to grow at an 8.6% to over $4 billion due to the increase of pollution levels and airborne diseases such as COVID-19. As the air quality of the earth continues to deteriorate, the relevance of air purifiers in commercial, residential, and industrial applications will increase dramatically. So how do we keep our families safe and our earth safer?
Starts with this, a cup of coffee.
First, let's talk about the problem and how natural gas is made up of methane, a strong greenhouse gas that traps heat back to the earth, creating rapid climate change. Although the abundance of methane gas in the atmosphere pales in comparison to that of carbon dioxide, after a 20-year period, its global warming potential is 86 times greater than its larger counterpart. Unlike most gas-powered appliances, emissions from the stove, even when it's not in use and the ventilation is not on, come in direct contact with the house's occupants. Every time you wake up to the delicious smell of bacon and eggs, be sure to welcome formaldehyde, carbon monoxide, and other nitric oxides that can induce asthma attacks, coughing, wheezing, and other illnesses.
So, what about that cup of coffee? Enter the Kopi air purifier, the first air purifier that not only gets rid of regular impurities in the air, but captures methane and then removes it in a sustainable and recyclable manner. Our filters utilize a secret ingredient, used coffee grounds, collected from restaurants and cafe partners like Starbucks, Peet's Coffee, and Dunkin' Donuts. South Korean scientists at Ulsan National Institute found that coffee grounds, when heated at high temperatures of 700 to 900 degrees Celsius, are able to absorb substantial amounts of methane gas. In fact, over a period of 24 hours, the grounds can capture more than 7% of their body weight in methane. The Kopi, from the Korean word for coffee, is a breath of fresh air. The Kopi's ergonomic and aesthetic design is guaranteed to nicely fit into any type of kitchen or space. Through our subscription service, after 3 months, once the filter is finished, instead of throwing it away, customers mail back the used filter to us, using the packages that we sent with the new filter. All used filters will be donated to companies such as BioBean to be recycled as biofuel, providing our company the ability to truly reduce waste from the beginning to the end.
Within the Blue Ocean Six Paths framework, the Kopi looks across alternative industries, strategic groups, products, and services, rethinks functional, emotional, and shapes external trends. Regarding finance, the Kopi presents a new opportunity to capture an industry based on education and awareness of health and the environment. Kopi, being first to market and patent our technology of low-cost, extreme heat-tempered coffee ground filters that currently only fit our line of air purifiers, will allow us to eventually dominate the market, a market that will grow even more with the proliferation of airborne diseases like COVID. So why buy an expensive $1,000 air purifier with a regular filter when you can have a Kopi at $100 that also captures methane? Eventually, we will make our filters interchangeable with other companies' filters, large-scale buildings and complexes, opening up a future licensing venture of over $150 million. The Kopi can also reach out to new customers or even non-customers. We foresee current customers of air purifiers purchasing a subscription to Kopi in order to fight global warming and better the health of their family.
The Kopi air purifier will not only help individuals make a great impact on their health of their families, but also be the change that citizens of the earth need in order to protect their environment. Now, who knew that a cup of coffee could change the world? We did.